Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome again sa isa naman po nating Ane Kwentuhan. And syempre, ang kagaya po ng lagi kong sinasabi, hindi syempre dapat tayo mawawala ng special guest every time po na tayo ay magkakaroon ng kwentuhan. No? The reason why nga Ane Kwentuhan, kasi for you to be able to know ano ba yung mga sagot sa inyong mga katanungan, lalong-lalo na sa mga estudyante na gustong mag-aral sa Canada. So maraming pagbabago, pero marami pa rin kayong dapat malaman, no? That's why we have our special guest for today, Miss Jamie. Tulak naman si Miss Jamie. Yeah. So guys, magkakaroon tayo ng question and answer portion with Miss Jamie. But before I start with my questions, I will allow muna Miss Jamie to introduce herself.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Lunel.
you.
Thank you for Anicon for
Mm-hmm.
this opportunity. Ako po si Jamie. I work for Northern Lights College po as their recruitment manager for Southeast Asia. Obviously, kasama na ang Pilipinas sa mga kapwa ko Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to tell you more about opportunities ng Northern Lights College. And also to talk to you about ano nga ba ang meron sa Canada ngayon. Especially
Yes.
sa student visa o sa study pathway.
Alright. Yeah, thank you so much, Miss Jamie, syempre sa pag-allow mo sa amin na tayo ay magkaroon ng ganitong segment, especially with Anicon. Kasi ito yung isa sa mga way natin, no, to communicate with our students. Kasi alam naman natin, may mga estudyante tayo na minsan maraming tanong, pero nahihiyang magtanong. Minsan gusto nila na naririnig na nila yung mga sagot dun sa katanungan nila. So for you guys, we prepare at least 8 questions for Miss Jamie. And handang-handa si Miss Jamie na sagutin yung mga questions natin. Kasi alam po niya na makakatulong to sa inyo na makapag-decide and why you should study at Northern Light College or Northern Lights College. Alright? So my first question, this is regarding po sa academic programs and opportunities. So what programs or courses does Northern Lights College specialize in?
That's a very good question. We have varieties. Actually, isa na doon ang aircraft maintenance technician namin.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi our Dawson Creek campus is actually the center of excellence for aerospace. So that's number one. Another program is early childhood education and care. We have two concentration sa ECE. Isa na doon ang infant and toddler, and then yung isa is inclusive education. We also have programs in environmental management and environmental restoration, environmental science. Yan. Kasi very strong ang aming oil and gas sa region, and it's something to do with the environment niya. So, importante din yung program na yon, plus the fact na meron kaming 5 post-degree diploma program. So, yung may mga degree holder na, yung mga bachelor's degree holder na, meron kaming post-degree or postgraduate programs para sa inyo. We have 5. Isa na doon yung management science namin, na yung mga may background sa commerce, for example, business management, kasama, pwede sila mag-apply doon. Another thing is meron kami program for human resources, at saka data analytics, yan. So, yung mga programs na yon, best fit yan sa mga talagang may bachelor degree na or mga professionals na. Meron din kaming associate degree programs para sa mga grade 12 graduate naman na gustong mag-aral sa Canada at tumuloy sa tuloy yung study nila at kunin yung bachelor degree nila sa Canada na.
Thank you so much again, Miss Jamie, for that, for answering my first question. Pero, guys, to those who are interested to know more about the program, ano ba yung mga opportunities nyo, magkakaroon kami ng, of course, scheduled webinar to tackle yung mga specific programs na minention ni Miss Jamie. Doon po ninyo malalaman further kung ano ba yung mga details ng program, at the same time, opportunities for our international students, especially for Filipino students na gusto mag-aral sa Northern Lights College. Alright? So we can now move forward with our next question. So this question naman is related to support for students. So how does the college support students in achieving their academic and career goals?
Okay, sa academic muna tayo. meron kaming support for international student in a form of like tutoring.
Mhm.
Say for example, the student is struggling in a particular subject no or a particular course, pwede silang mag-avail ng student tutor for free. On the flip side naman, pwede rin silang maging student tutor
Yes.
themselves. Actually, if they are able to do that, kung ma-hire sila as a student tutor, hindi yung libre, may bayad yun. So, babayaran sila ng college ng $20 an hour.
Mhm.
Para mo siyang para siyang part-time work,
$20. Mhm.
except hindi siya deducted sa
20.
24 hours a week kasi yung 24 hours a week na part-time work sa labas ng campus yun, di ba? Pag nakahanap sila ng work sa loob ng campus, isa na doon na pagiging student tutor, hindi yun binabawas sa allotted hours to work, plus babayaran pa sila ng college na $20 an hour, which is higher than the minimum wage.
Yeah, correct. Yun nga yung mention ko dapat,
Yes.
di ba? Kasi
Oo.
normally around 16 plus, 17 plus. Pero 20.
20 an
20.
hour. Yes. Pero kung kayo naman yung kailangan nyo ng tutor, libre naman yon. Okay? So, isa yun sa mga marami pang ways para matulungan namin yung mga students namin
Yeah.
with their academics, no? And when it comes to the career naman, we
Mhm.
have a lot of support kasama na doon yung um, career fairs namin where we invite employers and businesses na meron kami in partnership to come and meet the students sa campus mismo. Meron din kami mga assistants kagaya ng CV writing or resume writing workshops, interview preparations, job postings as
Mhm.
well kasi a lot of, if not all of the businesses and industries within our region, they come to the college mismo and ask if they can we can tell the student na these employers are looking for
Yeah.
jobs.
Mhm.
Na merong opening dito, merong naghanap si ganito ng trabaho. So, may mga job posting kami. Actually, pagpasok mo sa entrance pa lang ng college, ang job posting namin nandoon na mismo. So, hindi siya mahirap hamanap ng trabaho kasi as soon as you enter the college, may mga opportunities or options ka na pagpipilian kung kanino mo gusto mag-apply ng trabaho, mapa-part-time man yan or full-time pagkatapos.
We'll move forward na po sa ating pangatlong tanong. Campus life and community naman po ang ating tanong. So how does the college engage with the local community?
Oh, that's a very good question. It's more than just engagement, it's a partnership. Kasi ang recruitment ng NLC to begin with
Mhm.
is to in support or in response sa kailangan ng community namin. So for example, in our community, we need this kind of workers with this kind of professions or with this kind of skills and background and whatnot. So the college can actually create the program to complement anong kailangan namin sa community. So it's not just about engagement, it's more on we're all in this together.
Yeah.
High School Musical, di ba?
Yeah.
So the recruitment ng NLC is actually being supported by the community.
Mhm.
Because we're a community college, meron kaming responsibility and commitment to our community to supply them with the kind of workers, skilled
Yeah.
workers,
Mhm.
that can fill in yung mga vacancies namin sa community and sa region. So I would say very much we work very closely with our community. Like I said, it's a partnership. It's a team effort. Kasi we will not be here if not for the community na kailangan basically kayo.
Mhm.
So, yun. Kailangan namin kayo sa community namin. Kaya the Northern Lights College is recruiting for international student, especially sa mga Filipinos po.
Now, let's move sa ating pang-apat na tanong. Related pa rin po ito sa campus life and community. Are there any scholarships or financial aid options available?
Okay, that's other topic that I'm happy to discuss. Isa kami sa pinakamurang tuition fee sa buong Canada, actually. Kahit i-search niyo po ngayon, for public college or government funded, isa po kami sa pinakamura sa buong Canada. At ang Canada ay malaki, so it says a lot, no? Wala kaming entry level scholarship. Ibig sabihin, if you apply to NLC, I can't offer you anything.
Mhm.
Kasi nga po mura yung tuition fee namin. So ginawa namin, instead na may gimmick pa kami, na o sige, ganito yung tuition fee natin, mag-offer tayo ng say 2,000 scholarship, pero ang tuition fee remains very high, no? So sa amin, ang ginawa namin, ano yung pinaka lowest that we can offer to international student
Mhm.
without any gimmick na. And then that's exactly what we did, offer you the lowest that we can. However, if you become our student, no, and you arrive sa campus, we actually have you get access to more than 200 scholarships. More than 200 scholarships at walang limit kung ilang scholarship yung gusto mong applyan.
Wow.
So, per scholarship kasi has equivalent amount.
Mhm.
So, for example, out of 200 scholarship, eligible ka sa 20. For example, for the sake of discussion lang, eligible ka sa 20.
Mhm.
And you're granted, say, 10 scholarship. And each scholarship has equivalent amount. For example, one scholarship is about $150. Yung isa
Mhm.
naman, $200. Yung isa naman is 350, mga ganyan. Yung total amount na yun, say for example, na-accumulate ka ng $2,500
Mhm.
scholarship in total, yun yung binabawas sa tuition fee mo on the second semester or second year per semester na. So, there are instances na yung mga students namin, they don't have to pay for anything anymore because the scholarship covers everything na.
Wow.
Kasi maraming ways to get scholarship eh. Pwedeng merit-based, ibig sabihin,
Mhm.
depende yan sa grades mo or
Grades.
performance mo.
Mhm.
Pwede rin sa competition. Like, for example, essay writing competition. Join ka lang doon. It's open for everyone. X number of words. Pag napili yung entry mo, you get the scholarship. Meron ding program scholarship. Meron ding random grants lang talaga. Meron talagang ganun. So, minsan kasi may mga pagkakataon na nakakapagtipid si college. For example, meron kaming isang industry partner nag-donate ng helicopter for our aircraft maintenance
Mhm.
technician
Mhm.
students. So, instead na kami as a college ang bibili ng helicopter, natipid namin yun.
Yeah.
So, yung
Mhm.
natipid namin yun, what do we do with the money, no? We give it to our students, both domestic and international, in a form of scholarship and bursary. So, like you said, minsan random grants lang talaga.
Mhm.
So, you have, like I said, pag naging student namin, you have access to more than 200 scholarships.
So, yun naman yung maganda, guys, no? Tama naman si Miss Jamie, no? Meron ngang scholarship, pero pag tinignan mo naman yung total ng tuition fee,
Mahal pa rin.
mahal pa din, ano? So, at least, with NLC, yun nga, mina-mention na naman ni Miss Jamie, no? Isa sa pinakamababang tuition fee. At the same time, you have opportunities pa to get scholarship once you are already studying na sa NLC. So, kung ano man yung talent mo, talagang may papakita mo para
Yes.
makakuha ka ng scholarship.
Scholarship.
No? At the same time, yun nga, may scholarship ka na, madali maghanap ng part-time, mababa pa ang cost of living. So, ano pang hinihintay nyo, guys? Kayo na lang actually ang hinihintay ng NLC. Again, we will have more discussion with Miss Jamie and Miss Joan sa mga darating nating webinar. No? Pero yun nga, syempre, you also need to understand na we have intake na kailangan nating punuan. I mean,
Yes.
may mga deadline po ang ating application. So, if you are really interested, wag nyo na pong patagalin. Enough po ang 8 months to 1 year na pag-a-apply bilang international students sa Canada. Hindi po siya mahabang panahon. Actually, tamang panahon lang siya to prepare po ang inyong pag-aaral sa Canada, especially with NLC.
Yes, tsaka ang pinakasusunod nating intake is September or fall.
Mhm.
So yung mga gustong nasa Canada na by September this year, in few months from now,
Yeah.
mag-apply na kayo ng ASAP. At saka kasi, meron ako magandang news. Though later on, I'll discuss
Yeah.
it further,
Mhm.
yung RCIP
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
Rural Community Immigration Pilot, one way to apply for permanent residency kasi yun. So, we'll talk about it later on
Yeah.
po.
Let's move na sa ating next question. So, actually, last three, then we will talk about na dun sa ating RCIP, no? So, can you share us a story of a successful NLC student who transitioned in being a resident in Canada?
Ito to sa pinaka-gusto kong topic actually. Kasi excited ako sa mga Filipino graduates, especially ng NLC, na right now, very successful na, no? Isa doon yung nasa management level ng IT department namin. So, meron kaming alumni, student, um, from the Philippines kasi professional na siya dito with years of experience and whatnot sa IT rin. And at that time, nag-apply siya ng post-degree diploma in information technology din ng NLC. Nag-work siya part-time sa on-campus. And then, by the time na gumraduate siya, in-observe na siya ng college. Siya ang kauna-unahan naming naka-hold ng managerial position sa college. Filipino graduate. Filipino student ng NLC graduate na rin siya. Isa lang siya sa halos lahat. Wala naman ako nabalitaan ng estudyante namin na hindi naging successful sa journey nila sa Canada. Kasi maganda yung starting point nila. Hindi sila overwhelmed and financially stressed out. Kasi, like you said nga, mura ang tuition fee namin, mura din ang cost of living namin. So, yung mga student namin, they tend to enjoy their studies. And mas mas nakakapag-focus sila sa mga career opportunities nila. For example, meron pang ang doon mga student kami na minsan hindi na kailangang maghanap ng trabaho. Kasi nagwo-work pa lang may job offer na.
Wow.
Nag-work pa lang may job offer na. So, meron mga ganong opportunities. Of course, depende yan sa tao, depende sa background ninyo, depende how you handle yourself or present yourself sa employer. Pero what I'm saying is, yung opportunity na kagaya ng meron sila, hindi naman imposibleng mangyari din sa inyo. Ang importante lang properly guided kayo, kung ano yung mga dapat nyong i-prepare, ano yung mga dapat nyong i-ready, at saka merong support coming from the college. And of course, coming from Anicon. Ayan. Kasi syempre, iba yung meron talagang may sumusupport sa iyo Both sa journey mo ng application pa lang and then pagdating mo sa college. And I'm very confident naman with the support that we offer or cater to international students, especially sa mga Filipino.
So, next question natin naman, okay, ito na. So, fact or cap?
Okay?
Is Canada still the best study destination for Filipinos?
Fact. Fact na fact yan. Kasi, actually, meron kami mga nakakausap during syempre yung the job itself. Marami ako nakakausap, na-encounter, na nag-inquire o nag-try, nag-research ng ibang destination only to find themselves choosing Canada as the ultimate study destination kasi financially speaking, mura pa din naman talaga ang studying in Canada, especially sa Northern Lights College.
Correct.
And also because Canada is an English-speaking country, hindi mo kailangang mag-aral ng iba pang language. May iba nagtataka, di ba ang Canada bilingual? So, paano yung French? Yes, may bilingual ang Canada at meron ding French language, pero it's not needed or not necessary na kailangan mong marunong ka mag-French. Okay? So, your English is fine. So, isa yun sa, I think, one of the biggest reason. As a matter of fact, ang Philippine market po, ang mga applications or students coming from the Philippines, for Northern Lights College, we name namin ang English requirements. So, no need for IELTS or any other English tests if you apply sa Northern Lights College. Para lang po sa mga Filipino. Handle ko po ang buong Southeast Asia, pero out of all the country in the Southeast Asia, Philippines lang po ang meron kaming waiver. And hindi yun mahirap para sa mga Pilipino na mag-move sa Canada at mag-aral sa Canada kasi we're very good with English. So, hindi mo na kailangan mag-aral ng iba pang language to start. And ang Canada, sa totoo lang, kung iintindihin mo talaga, open pa din naman siya sa permanent residency. The study pathway can still lead to you becoming a permanent resident kasi pagka nag-aral ka sa Canada at say graduate ka ng 2 taon, meron ka pa din namang 3 taon na postgraduate work permit Pwede ka pa rin mag-aral at mag-work at the same time. Pwede ka pa rin mag-work actually ng full-time pag bakasyon. Globally recognized pa rin naman yung qualification mo sa Canada. ultimately, pwede mo pa rin dalhin yung family mo pagka-graduate mo. For example, pag naka-postgraduate work permit na.
Correct.
So, honestly, wala naman talagang nagbago when it comes to the benefits of studying in Canada compared sa ibang destination. It's just that medyo nagkaroon lang ng confusion because of the changes. Pero kung titingnan natin yung 4 reasons why Canada is still the best study destination, intact pa din naman siya.
Mhm.
Pwede ka pang mag-work while studying, may work permit after, pathway pa din to PR, pwede pa rin dalhin yung family. Mura pa din na mag-aral doon compared sa
Mhm.
iba. So, I would say na talagang Canada pa din is the best study destination po compared sa iba.
Correct. And so sobrang mura nga ng tuition fee natin sa NLC, no? Kung gusto mo nang kasama agad ang spouse mo, pwede kayong dalawa mag-aral kasi nga sa sobrang affordable ng tuition fee. At the same time, yun nga, pag student ka na, merong mga scholarships pa na available.
That's right. Kasi sa Canada, di ba, para madala mo yung family mo, kailangan, or yung asawa or spouse mo
Mhm.
is master's degree.
Mhm.
Na master's degree sa Canada is expensive.
Yeah. Mhm.
Pero yung presyo ng master's degree for one person, equivalent na siya for 2 people sa amin. Kung dalawa kayong
Mhm.
mag-asawa mag-aaral. Hindi na naman kayo lugi kasi ibig sabihin nun, parehas kayo makakakuha ng qualification, parehas kayo makakakuha ng skills. So yung
Correct.
edge ninyo and yung work opportunity ninyo pagkatapos yung gumraduate, mas maganda compared doon sa iba na hindi nag-aral sa Canada.
So, last 2 questions, guys. Mamaya tayo darating sa pinaka-exciting part. Pero ito na nga. What is the common myth or chismis sa social media now about Canada? Let's debunk.
Oh, isa na doon yung kanina pinag-uusapan natin about sarado na daw
Mm.
ang study pathway sa Canada or hindi na daw pwede ang mga international student. Two things, baka kasi may nakikita kayo, no? Kasi we found out na merong part sa immigration website na nakalagay doon na student direct stream
Mhm.
closed noong November last year. Yung student direct stream po, para po sa mga hindi nakakaalam, yung terminology na yon is used for only one way to apply for student visa.
Mhm.
Dati kasi may dalawang way to apply. Yung regular stream, yun yung traditional
Yeah.
way, and then yung study or student direct stream na fast track. Ang kinlose ng immigration is yung fast track. Kasi technically hindi na siya fast track dahil nagtatagal din yung process ng visa. So,
Mhm.
inabolish na nila yon, tinanggal na nila basically. Yun yung close na. So, baka may nakikita kayo na student direct stream.
Mm.
Ang ibig sabihin po nun, isa lang po yun sa mga stream before na pwede niyong applyan. So, ibig sabihin din po nun, hindi po totoo na close na si Canada to accept
Correct.
international student. Wala pong ganon. Never pong nagkaroon ng announcement na hindi na pwede or hindi na welcome ang mga international student sa Canada. If anything po, ang ginawa kasi nila, yung changes na nangyari last year, they actually aligned yung mga kailangan nila sa Canada,
Mhm. Yeah.
talaga, yung mga
Correct.
shortage nila na careers, profession, work, inalay nila yon sa mga programs complementing yung mga shortage list nila para yun ang aralin ng mga international student.
Yes. Mhm.
In return, yun nang may mga trabaho sila pagkatapos. Mafe-fill in nila yung shortage, nakakuha sila ng magandang trabaho, both are happy. The Canada is happy and the international students are happy kasi may mga trabaho. Yun po talaga yung nangyari doon. Inalign lang nila yung mga programs na pwede sa mga international students sa mga shortage nila at hindi po sarado ang Canada sa international student. If anything, in-increase pa nga nila yung part-time work na oras Dati 20 hours a week lang yun, naging 24. Meron pa din namang PGWP, hindi naman nila
Correct.
tinanggal yun.
Mhm.
And actually, again, i-mention ko yung RCIP. Yung RCIP is bagong immigration pathway for permanent residency. Exclusive lang siya sa 14 communities. Bago lang po yun, noong January 29 lang yun in-announce. Kasama po kami doon. So, ibig sabihin, yung opportunities and chances ng international student to work get the qualification, and to ultimately perhaps get the permanent residency, nandun pa din po. So, yun po yung gusto kong part na i-debunk na hindi po sarado ang Canada.
Mhm.
At yung changes na nangyari last year, actually, it's for the benefits din ng mga
Correct,
international
correct.
students.
Mhm. Actually, yun nga yung maganda, no? Kasi kung mag-accept lang sila na mag-accept ng mga international students, at the end of the day, pagtapos yung mag-aral, ano mangyayari, di ba? So, matitenga. So,
Correct.
kumbaga, tama naman yung ginawa nila. Siyempre, mag-focus tayo dun sa alam nila na after graduate ng ating mga pinapuntang Filipino students is magkakaroon ng job opportunities. Hindi yung pabalik agad ng Pilipinas kasi wala rin palang mahanap na
Right.
trabaho.
Oo. Yun yung sinasabi na wala nang work dito, wala nang ganyan.
Oo.
Baka kasi, may certain like, opening lang yung ganitong klaseng work,
Correct.
yan, ang daming nag-a-apply kasi ang daming
Mhm,
nag-take ng
mhm.
program for that. What about yung mga nasa actual na shortage list talaga?
Mhm.
So, yun ang ginawa, yun ang in-adjust. Yun ang in-adjust ng immigration, yun ang in-align ng immigration. So, para din po yun sa ikabubuti ng mga international student, actually.
Alright. So, siyempre, bago natin tapusin ang ating anekwentuhan with Miss Jamie, since kanina pa naman din binabanggit ni Miss Jamie yung RCIP. So, siguro kailangan natin i-explain, what is RCIP? Who can apply? Do international graduates qualify?
Okay. So, RCIP, ulitin ko po
Mhm.
RCIP stands for Rural Community Immigration Pilot.
Mhm.
It's a new program by IRCC for permanent residency,
Mhm.
exclusive to 14 communities across Canada. 14 communities lang po. And as the name suggests, rural community, ibig sabihin po niyan, hindi po siya applicable sa malalaking cities.
Mhm.
Para po yan sa mga rural communities. Kagaya po namin. Okay? We just happen to be one of the 14. So may limitation tayo doon sa kung saan. Baka kasi magulat kayo, ba't sa ganitong lugar wala? Bakit sa ganito wala? Baka kasi hindi sila kasama doon sa 14
Yes.
communities.
Mhm.
So to know more kung saan yung mga 14 communities na yan, actually, available yung information sa IRCC. Actually, lahat po ng sasabihin ko ngayon, available ang information sa website ng IRCC,
Mhm.
Immigration, Refugee, and Citizenship Canada. So, ibig sabihin din po nun, ngayon, yung 14 communities na yon, nagkaroon sila ng separate pathway, separate sa usual
Mhm.
na pag-apply ng PR. 'Di ba? Alam natin yung express entry, alam natin yung provincial nominee,
Mhm.
alam natin yung federal skilled worker and whatnot, pati yung Canadian experience class, yan. Separate yun doon. This one is a totally different way to get permanent residency. So, what happens, ang usual na requirements, tatlo ang primary requirements nung RCIP.
Mhm.
Number one is work experience. Ang work experience, kailangan meron kang certain work experience doon sa community mismo, okay, bago ka ma-qualify for RCIP. Now, ang kagandahan sa mga students or graduates ng NLC, may exemption.
Mhm.
May exemption kapag graduate ka ng 2 taon sa community college. At kami lang po ang nag-iisang community college sa region namin. So meaning, for NLC graduates, hindi na sila i-require ng work experience under RCIP. Ang ibig sabihin din nun, by the time na gumraduate sila, pwede na sila mag-apply. Kasi wala nang,
Mhm.
hindi kailangan ng work experience eh.
Correct. Mhm.
Pagka-graduate, pwede na mag-apply ng permanent residency. So that's number one, primary requirements. Number two, job offer. Okay? Anong job offer yon at saan galing yon? Ang job offer po na to na pinag-uusapan natin, hindi siya LMIA ha. Yung alam natin na regular na
Yes. Mhm.
LMIA based. Hindi po ganun. Yung job offer na to manggagaling sa mga accredited employers within the community. Sino po ang nag-accredit sa kanila? Meron po kaming accreditation body, Career Future, if I'm not mistaken, yung name. And co-pilot po ang college doon sa pag-accredit na
Mhm.
yon. So, pag in-accredit namin yung mga employers within the community, okay, sila po yung pwedeng magbigay ng job offer. Again, ang accreditation po is done by the community itself. Career Future Peace Liard, if I'm not mistaken. Sila yung pinakamalaking recruitment or employment agency,
Mhm.
and partner po sila ng NLC na mag-accredit ng mga employers and jobs na pwedeng
Mhm.
i-offer sa mga international student para ma-meet yung job offer requirement.
Okay.
Hindi siya LMIA. Okay? Hindi siya yung traditional way to get job offer. The third one is the intent to stay in the region. And yung intent to stay in the region, hindi na mahirap kunin yun at hindi na mahirap patunayan yun kasi nga 2 taon ba naman kayo nag-aral eh.
Yeah.
Nandun na kayo eh, for 2 years eh. 'Di ba? So, madali lang kunin yun, recommendation lang din yun, community lang din ang magbibigay nun.
Mhm.
So, yung 3 primary requirements na yun, madaling ma-meet ng mga or ma-collect ng mga students, especially pagka-graduate nila. So by the time na tapos na nila yung program nila, there's nothing else stopping them from applying for permanent residency under RCIP. Ulitin ko po, itong mga information na to available po sa immigration website. Okay? Under IRCC po.
Mhm.
So, I would encourage you all to do your due diligence na i-research itong information na to. Available naman kasi yung information um, sa public, which is on the website po. All I'm saying is, if you choose Northern Lights College as your study destination, ngayon pa lang nakikita nyo na yung pathway ninyo.
Correct.
Klarong-klaro
Mhm.
to permanent residency. Study, enroll sa NLC, finish a 2-year program. Pagka-graduate mo, meron kang 3 taon na PGW, Postgraduate Work Permit. So while ongoing ang working permit mo, ongoing din ang RCIP application mo for permanent residency. So, bagong-bago to. At guys, kanina pa namin sinasabi sa inyo na bilisan na ninyo,
Yeah.
mag-apply na kayo agad.
Correct.
Kasi po ang RCIP, 5 years lang po siya mag-run. May time limit po siya.
Oh.
Ibig sabihin, if you apply now and you finish in 2 years time, meron pa ding RCIP. So
Correct.
now is the golden time to go to Canada and study. So, ayan, after all these things na sinabi ko sa inyo, kasama na yung RCIP, pag hindi pa kayo na-convince na mag-aral sa Canada at piliin ng Northern Lights College, hindi ko na po alam kung paano pa kayo i-convince.
Yeah, actually, totoo naman, lagi namin sinasabi, hindi lang sa every time na mayroon kaming consultation, napaka-importante ng oras, no? Kung kailan kayo magde-decide. Kasi, kagaya ng mga nangyaring changes sa Canada, di ba, meron tayong mga students na lagi nagsasabi, dapat pala, dun pa ako, nung time pa na yun ako nag-aral, pero inabutan na sila ng mga ganitong updates and changes. But, yun nga, kagaya ng sabi din namin ni Miss Jamie kanina, para naman po to sa ikabubuti ng mga international students. So ngayon naman guys, we also have time pa, kagaya nga ng sabi ni Miss Jamie, kung ano ba yung mga purpose natin, marami pa, andyan pa sila, hindi sila nawawala. Buhay pa ang Canada, nag-a-accept pa ng international students ang Canada. Meron pang PR, meron pang PGWP. Kayo na lang po. Kayo na lang po talaga hinihintay ng NLC, syempre,
Yes.
na mag-submit ng application with Anicon so we can start na ng inyong pagbibuild ng better future sa NLC, no? Syempre sa Canada. So yun guys, that's all actually the questions that I have with Miss Jamie. But if you were able to watch this video and you are willing to know more about their programs, as early as now, I am inviting you sa mga upcoming webinars namin. We will post po yan sa aming social media accounts kung ano po yung mga itatakal namin na programs. Just stay tuned po sa aming YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok account. So bago po natin i-end yung Anikwentuhan, I would like to thank you again, Miss Jamie, for this opportunity. Wala tayong sawang imbitahan ang mga Filipino students na mag-aral sa NLC kasi alam natin yung may offer nito sa
That's
mga international Filipino students natin. So again, thank you so much, Miss Jamie. Anything you would like to promote, any activities, the upcoming activities, aside sa ating webinars?
Um, Yun lang. Actually guys, marami namang
Yes.
align na
Mhm.
mga events. If you happen to see anyone that NLC is joining, we hope to see you there. Pero more than anything, mag-join din kayo ng webinar namin. That would
Yes.
be in April, right?
Yes.
Meron kaming dalawang schedule for April. Also, to wrap this up, gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo na sayang yung opportunity. I'm not saying this because I work for Northern Lights College and I'm just doing my job. Hindi po. Bilang kapwa niyo Pilipino, kung plano niyo naman talagang mag-aral sa Canada, okay, mag-NLC po kayo. Kasi sayang po yung opportunity, especially yung PR path. Doon ako mismo nanghihinayang pag sa iba kayo nagpunta. I'm sorry to say, no, I'm just being truthful because I understand and I know yung opportunity na meron opportunity na ino-offer ng Northern Lights College sa mga Filipino na gustong mag-aral sa Canada. Kasi hindi ka gagastos ng mas malaki compared sa iba. Like, mura ang tuition fee namin. Ang cost of living namin is almost half na mas mura compared sa malalaking city. Imagine mo yun. So, yung malalaking city, doble ang mahal ng cost of living nila. Mura pa din sa amin. Mayroon pa din, may mga magaganda kaming program na tailor-fitted din sa kailangan namin sa region. Meron kaming RCIP na the college is one of the spearhead ng or involved, very well involved ang college sa RCIP. At the same time, meron pa kami mga seats for September intake. So sayang kasi yung pagkakataon na maka-join kayo ng fall intake namin para in 2 years time pag graduate niyo may RCIP pa rin. So yun lang. Sayang guys. So please take advantage of this opportunity and like as Lionel mentioned, Anika naman is also here to assist you with your application. Para lang po maliwanag sa lahat kung bakit meron kaming ganitong klaseng partnership. Kasi like I mentioned at the beginning of my introduction, I work for the college po. I can only do the college work. But ultimately, we'll be needing a student visa, di ba? So, doon yung assistance nila kasi kapag kahit na-accepted ka ng college, wala kami student visa, hindi ka pa rin makakapunta ng Canada. So, we need the student visa to um, maging successful din. That's why we have this kind of partnership.
Yes, correct, guys. So, yun nga, Miss Jamie and Anicon are really looking forward na makita namin kayo na nagsisimula ng inyong application at makarating ng Canada at nag-aaral sa NLC. So guys, I think that's it for our Anicon Tuhan. Again, thank you so much for joining us and thank you Miss Jamie, NLC Recruitment Manager for Southeast Asia. And again, my name is Ronel Anicon and thank you for watching our Anicon Tuhan. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye!